Hi everyone. I'm Maribel Palacios. If you don't know me, I'm the transition specialist counselor over at Merced Adult School, and I'm here just to kind of check in with everyone, let you guys know that I'm still here and available to provide that support, emotional support, as we're going through some tough times right now with this, isolation and quarantine. So, but I really wanted to spend this time to kind of, you know, um, help you guys come up with positive ideas and make the best out of the situation. So I wanted to talk to you guys. What can you do while you're in quarantine, and change things around and look at the positives, even though unfortunately there's people who are suffering, there are people who are dying, but we have to look at the things, the positive things of things, and what can we do to make the best of things. I was able to find a little spot to record in my home, my little workstation that I have, because I do have another job that I attend to. So this is going to be my first video to talk about what we can do. And if you guys have any ideas, I would love to do more research. I actually will be starting a YouTube channel, my personal YouTube channel, but I really wanted to use this opportunity to just, talk to you guys and check in with you guys. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about today in the next 10 minutes is just what can you do while you're in quarantine. Um, and and these are the things, some things that I've been doing, and I really have been enjoying them very much, and making the best of this. So the first thing I like, yes, to do is to brainstorm maybe a list of professional and personal development things you want to get done, and that's what I did about three weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, because we've been in quarantine for over a month, 5 weeks, pretty much over 5 weeks now. And I've had to sit down. Okay, what have I been wanting to get done that I haven't gotten done? I've been working remotely, and a lot more work in my other job that I usually is only a little bit of time, but it's taking more time than that as we're trying to really work with our students. But brainstorm, number one, brainstorm what you want, to do and get done, maybe professionally or personally. And let me give you some ideas. So one thing that I did list on that list, it could be any list, I list of books I would like to read. I have not taken the time to read, but I want you to maybe list of a set of books that you've been wanting to read. For example, let me give you some ideas if you have no ideas. So this is a book that we purchased, or actually that we had a speaker for one of our get back in schools lessons from a third grade dropout. And this is a book by Rigsby, and I've been wanting to read this book, and it's in my to read. Personal, and that's kind of like, for personal and professional. So, and then we have here the 5 love languages, the secret to love that lasts, to work on relationships. And then one thing, and so I'm thinking relationships and thinking like personally, and then this one, I am working on getting healthy, and that's something, just so you guys know, I'm working pretty, it's a really big focus. So it's a keto book on just some recipes on eating keto, and I've been using it to learn how to cook. So that's definitely, oh, and that's another thing that I'll talk about. So these are 3 books that I've been looking at, and then one that I got at the dollar store. You guys, you can get some book, Believe, Ask, and Act. This is to divine steps to raise your intuition, create change, and discover happiness. So a lot of self-development books. I also listed chores, or for deep cleaning. I already cleaned my fridge that needed a lot of deep. It took me like 2 days, 2 separate days, different hours. I cleaned all my fans. I'm cleaning my garage, organizing my garage. I've been wanting to. I'm looking at also cleaning all my curtains and a lot of stuff that I've been wanting to do. Another thing, I want to declutter. So that's going to help a lot. Another thing is that for some of my ESL students, list of songs you want to learn and understand. I know I spoke with some of you guys individually, but learning a new song at least once a week you'll feel a lot more connected to our community, and that will help you with your English, learning the lyrics, understanding the lyrics, and just being more in touch with your feelings and just feeling more connected with our community. I think that will help a lot too. So maybe how about with the recipes? You've been wanting to learn new recipes, maybe your grandma's recipes, or maybe like my mom is a really good cook, and so I've been writing down some of the recipes and having a book just specifically about the recipes. Even though she's like, sparkle this, sparkle that, I'm like, how much is that? So I've had to figure that out. But like having a list of recipes that you want to learn, and then cooking for your family or for those who you live with. So that's been good. So make sure you designate some time with family. So yes, maybe you can have family over, but maybe like in my house, we've been designating some time for game nights, so we're making Saturday game nights, with board games, and then that's definitely been really good, stay in touch with family, staying active. So walking around is really important, maybe around your neighborhood, or maybe there's a park near you. Riding your bike is actually a good thing right now. You're not being around people, touching things. Don't go to the parks now. And maybe going on YouTube's and searching at some videos. I have looked up some videos, maybe yoga, because it's helping you center yourself, and designate days and times, like make it like it's part of your day, because I like designated certain days to work out: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and sometimes on a weekend if I feel like maybe I ate too much, so I just throw in another extra day. So make sure you schedule this, kind of have a schedule, a rough schedule. You don't have to follow it, but have a little schedule to make sure, okay, I'm gonna read this much. Okay, I'm gonna learn a new recipe for this other time. Okay, so one thing that I've been wanting to do is declutter. So I know we have a donations at Merced Adult School, and we can donate. And so I've designated bags and realized, do I really need this? Do I love this? Have I used this last year? Make sure you get rid of stuff that you don't use, or you haven't used in a while. Like I know I said, okay, once I lose this many pounds, I'm gonna be using this again, and I'm thinking, no, maybe I can just give it to someone else that can use it now, and I'll just buy new clothes later. Okay, so decluttering is something that I've been wanting to do and get donated and been collecting. So that's one of my projects in the next week or two. Call, text, or FaceTime friends or family. And I think, we forget and we don't stay touch. We're like, oh, okay, well, maybe you haven't caught up with people, and it's a good time if they have FaceTime, or even if you use Snapchat, they have FaceTime. You can use FaceTime there for free as long as you have internet. Or what about sending letters to each other? Like you get their mail and use snail mail. It's like sweet. It is something that you have time, so why don't you send letters and make it really personal? So that's something I did with some of my friends that we can't go visit, and so like we exchange and just we become pen pals. And yes, we can FaceTime and we will do that, but it's nice to get a letter from someone. So why you can try that. And I think another thing, and I'm trying to remember because I had this in here, is this I downloaded this thing called Houseparty, and it's free. They're games. You can play games with other people, whether it's like they have games like Heads Up. They have games like Art, they have trivia, a quick draw. And so if you get other people to do it, it's free, and I'll link it in the description below. It is free. Use it and play with your family, even because from far away, from friends. You can create your own groups. So again, that app is Houseparty, and it's free. So I've been using it, and it's so much fun. And plus you can also FaceTime while you're playing games. So that's a cool one that I found out was really cool, and it's free. So make sure you call and text or FaceTime or send letters to each other. This is a good time. You have some time right now. If you're able to support small businesses and get takeout maybe once a week or every other week if it's just too much, expand your horizons, your palettes, and try different foods from like different cultures. I think that will be great. um, make sure you have a regular schedule, and make sure you are dressing up, and don't be on your PJs all the time. I think it's nice to have your PJs once in a while, but make sure that you're not straying too much from your bedtime, because I usually get up at 4:35. I've been getting up at 7, and on the weekends I get up like I usual, like 8, 9. I just stay in bed. So make sure you're dressing up, make sure you're looking like, you're brushing your teeth every morning, and like a regular, just try to make things as regular as possible. So, like I said, those are some of the things I've been doing, and I'm feeling accomplished. And how I've been doing it, just so you know, I have a board, whiteboard, and every week I just lay down, okay, what are you gonna do? Like right now, I have name your YouTube channel, so I put in my name, and I have designated, I have a platform, and I have a name for it, and I created an email for it. That's already established. Now I have to figure out how to edit videos, because I want to learn how to edit videos. This is really raw. I'm not editing any of this. I have like when I plan to work out. I have my meal plans, so what I want to be eating, what my protein, what are my fats and stuff. I have it written down. And then one of my to-do lists is to do this video this week. And so I have a video that I wanted to do, and I said what to do during quarantine. And then one of the things was to deep clean my tub and toilet, and I researched it on YouTube, and I was able to do it. So, and I felt good, and it feels good to accomplish, and being able to check that off. If I working out 4 times, make sure I check it off. Okay, and at the end of the day, you've checked off a lot, and you feel like you've done something. Focus on some stuff which is professional and personal. Every week has a list of things. Maybe you don't get done everything, but at least if you're feeling like you're checking something off, it's good. So first, remember to brainstorm a list of things you wanted, a list of things for personal or professional development. Then, if you're looking at books you want to read, if you're looking at chores and do cleaning you wanted to do, maybe you're learning some new songs if you're my ESL students. Maybe you're learning a new recipe and you wanted to cook it, that week. Make sure you designate some time for all of this. So, make sure you give yourself an hour, to read every certain days, and stick with your schedule. You are your own worst, critic, or you're the one holding yourself accountable, or get someone else accountable and help you with. Make sure you're staying active, you guys. That is maybe moving around, walking around your neighborhood, going to a park, or looking at YouTube at some videos that are for free. Whether you're riding your bike, doing some yoga. I am doing some HIIT 20-minute workouts, only 20 minutes, but it's still pretty effective. And just make sure you just stick with that, start with a couple times a week, then you add 3 times a week, maybe 4, and if you have certain goals, make it 5, so it's all good. Decluttering, maybe if you're wanting to just declutter and organize your garage, or decluttering your room, because I feel like I can, this is my room, and I'll be decluttering definitely so I can donate some stuff. So if you're able to support small businesses, remember try some new food, new things, and you might be amazed. You might get to know more about your small businesses around, and you're supporting them as well. And make sure you dress up for sure, you guys. So I'll just recap everything that I kind of just talked about. If you have any other ideas, make sure you either let us know, put it in here, and add it to this YouTube, and comment the link below, or just below here, and then other people can read. And these are just some ideas this is what I've been doing, but you can do a lot more things. Anyhow, so just let you guys know, I am still available. I will respond during work hours, and sometimes if it's not too much, I might even be able to respond later. So if you have any questions, please email me. I do have a number. My email is mpalacios@muhsd.org, or you can call me, and I forgot my number. But yeah, I'll make sure I'll link it here below. Okay, thank you for your time, and I hope to hear from you guys. Have a good day. Make the best of this. You guys got this. See you guys soon.